I'm here with my dear son, Theron, who is 16 years old, and what I would like to discuss with him and for all of you is how angel communication has affected our life as a family, at least from his perspective anyways. So what I'd like to do is start by asking you, Theron, how you view the angels. How do you define them in your heart and in your mind?
Well, to me, I don't necessarily believe that they're, just for my personal beliefs, that they're necessarily angels, but definitely something different that manifests itself in some form or another, and Mom can communicate with them.
And is that a good thing?
Depends. She needs to know something that I don't want her to know, and it's not necessarily a good thing, but...
You mean like whether or not you brush your teeth?
Yeah.
Or done your homework?
Yeah.
Well, would you say that it's always based in love?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that if you're not asking a question to them, that, or whatever it is, that's based out of love, they wouldn't give you a right answer.
What kind of answer do you think they would give?
Stop bothering him, answer.
I understand. So, you've had an unusual situation where you've witnessed our family before an awareness of this power. We call it the angels, Dad and I call it the angels, and you're referring it as to something else, and which is, I think we're talking about the same thing because we're talking about the energy of love. And so from your perspective, how has our family life changed? And I see you smirking there.
Well, went from you never being around and doing business trips all the time to you being at home, and but well, in honesty, before she used to work more as a business, and then I don't think it could have been, I don't know, the same form as angels, or being as angels or something, but she finally got through the message that she needed to be around home more, and then so she quit her job and got more in touch with the angels. And I have to say that back when I was younger, there was just a lot more stress in the household, even after you didn't work for Fidelity anymore, but still hadn't come completely aware with being in touch with angels or whatever, and since then it's just been a lot less stressful, more peaceful, not really anything negative for the most part, no arguing really. Sad about chores and such, but it's not really. It's kind of a happy household.
So, Theron, you would view it as a positive change to our family and in our household, then having the presence of the angels and that influence in our lives, whether you call it the angels or the power of love or whatever label you choose to put on it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how it could be a negative thing to have, as you put it, the power of love. I don't know, but it's no harm to have more love in a household.
It's always a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
She thinks so.
Yeah, she agrees.
This is probably the only time that Cheetah will ever be caught on film because she is Theron's cat and really doesn't respond to anybody else. So, as we wrap up here, Theron, is there any piece of wisdom or insight that you want to share with everyone with respect to our family life and angel communication, the transition that we've been through as a family?
Not us as a personal family, but just, I don't know, don't block the idea of it out just because, I don't know, I'm sure if people are watching this, and they most likely believe in angels or whatever, but don't block it out necessarily for like the label angels, because I'm not really a spiritual, well, I am, but I'm not like that spiritual a person myself. But like, even if you just think that like I do, I guess, that it's just like the love someone has for another person, or just the love within their heart that they're connecting to, rather than something on a spiritual level, then it could be the same thing, and there's no point to not embrace that and accept it for what it is.
So be mindful of labels and not letting that get in the way.
Yeah, and not pushing that out of the way just because you think it's something that it's not.
Right, makes sense. And that love not only is really wonderful, but it also helps parents to know when their kids have brushed their teeth or done their homework. Because the angels do share with us all kinds of good information that's helpful in parenting and family dynamics, and really all around relationship advice and guidance. So thank you, sweetheart.
Change the cat box too.
Yes, for changing the cat boxes as well, when it's time, although I think the cats help us know that too. Anyway, thank you for joining here today, Theron, and thank you everyone for being part of this week's ministerial moment. See you next week. Blessings to you. All right.